Hey, thanks, Matty B. You know, Bill, I got a chance to manage the Futures game.
I saw that.
And you know what? And you've done this stuff too. You've managed a lot of those all-star games or what?
Young kids in there. You get a chance to talk to them.
It's awesome to be around guys and pick their brains and talk and share your knowledge.
And it's a nugget or two.
Yes.
You know, my father always said, if you're around this game of baseball, there's enough people around this game that have some knowledge and want to help. Take something from every person that you ever encounter. Think about how much better off you're going to be.
And I'm sure you did this a lot at your household. Play a game, come back, talk about situations.
Yes.
What were you thinking there? What happened? All this stuff. And you'd like to pick the right scenario to do it. You don't do it when somebody's hot. You sit down and you talk. So I had a situation in the Futures game. I want to go to the board here and just show you this. And I want to pick your brain and get your thoughts on it.
Yep.
So Jackson Holliday, 18 years old, first pick, 1-1. He's playing shortstop, and they got him way over in the hole here. But he gets this ground ball in the second inning, and he got caught in between. He didn't know if he should continue with the grounder or if he should stay and flip it from that direction, and he ends up making the errant throw. Now, he got the force at second, but it's pretty much a routine double play ball.
Sure.
Double play
and so,
ball. Did you think about going and flipping it underhand?
I thought about it, after.
Yeah. Any ball like that takes you to the bag, just flip it underhand. Yeah, it's all right. That's just time.
Yep.
You know that ain't gonna happen again.
So we got a chance to talk for a little bit. That was edited a little bit, took some of it out, but I was talking to him from the second baseman perspective. What I'm expecting from a throw too.
Right.
And being at a shortstop, what he might do. So let's go to short. Now that I got you, I want to have a conversation.
There's a few things that jumped up like right away. One, I think we lose sight of this kid being drafted last year.
Yes.
And the Futures game, he wasn't quite called up to Double-A yet, but now he's in Double-A.
He's in Double-A.
So you talk about a fast track to the big league. So
and he's going to get there quick.
First and foremost, the one thing that you said that really resonated to me was no matter where he started in that situation, you said he started a little bit in the hole. As soon as that ball took him this way, the brain power should just go immediately to this. Right, the underhand toss. Because what happened in that situation, I noticed a couple things. When the second baseman, if I'm Holliday and I'm playing over here, you're also playing up the middle at second base, right?
You want to back up a little bit, Steve? We'll just give him this whole perspective. I'll go to second, Bill's there.
So when you're over this way up the middle, back up off the bag, though, like where you were coming from.
Okay.
It's a little problematic, Freeze, right there. If, Steve, you can catch him and me, it's a little problematic when he looks this way because you're coming from a different spot.
Yes.
And I think that also led to the throw back there because when he looks up, he sees him in a different spot.
And now I'm here. It's really not that bad of a throw if I'm here like this.
Right, when you're square and you get there to me. But the thing that was interesting is when that took that second hop up, I know from coming over at second base, if the shortstop does this, I'm flinch.
Doing this, no doubt.
Right away. And then now you're back on your heels and you might now be able to catch that.
Right.
So a golden rule for me as a routine, if I'm the shortstop and I set myself as what we used to call double play depth.
Okay.
So if I'm playing my normal depth and I'm back here somewhere and just pretend the dirt is bigger for me. Double play depth to me would have been an automatic saying, okay, man on first, less than two. I'm going to take one step in and one step over. When I'm in the one step in, one step over range, I know anything hit dead at me, I'm starting with this.
Yep.
Anything hit to this side, as you said, momentum taking me, it's an automatic this. Anything to this side, I've got to open, and I'm going to use that throw in that particular case. So the idea now, I know we have all the different spray charts, and I know everybody says, okay, we got to play here and there. But the double play depth, in order to set up for double play, sometimes you have to give something up. And I always thought in one, over one, and then I wanted to give an honest look at the bag. I wanted to look at my partner, and I want to say, if they get the ball and they're ready to throw to me,
can I get there?
I need to be a target.
Yes.
And I'm not a target on the run, because when we're playing catch prior to the game, I'm not on the other side of you saying, hey, Harry, throw me the ball. Nope. I'm not doing this.
Nope.
I'm standing there square, and we sit there and play catch. And I think the more we can do that in the normal baseball setting of the game, if we can be stationary targets for our guys, we turn automatic like you said, that should have been an automatic double play ball.
Yeah.
And sometimes when it's not an automatic double play, maybe they weren't in the right spot to begin with.
And so real quick, I want to add this point that I talked to Jackson about. Another thing you can do, if you back up just a little bit, Steve, is be able to put markers down on the field.
Sure.
You know, when you're learning all these things, I know now if I put a line in the dirt or in the grass or whatever, it helps me line up. Bill got to a point where, hey, okay, one step in, one step over, you know where you're at.
Right.
But in high school, college, these guys are learning, put a marker here. Now I know, even if you lay a piece of tape down, any ball at me or to my left, this is what I'm doing. Anything off that tape, I'm going this way. You can do all those things, then pull the tape up, but these are all habits that as you take as many ground balls as we did through the years,
right,
you figure it out. Did you have anything like that when you first started that helped you figure out where you were standing?
I think it was the feel. Part of that was I was looking at the bag, can I be a target? And it really started from over there at second base when you're looking at your third baseman. Because you look at it, and then if you couldn't be a target, the communication starts. Hey, you got to give me a step.
Yes.
Because I'm coming.
I can't get there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But you have to give them notification on that. So if you started looking at that bag and you understood, can I be a target for my partner?
I like that.
Can I be a target for my partner? Then everything became here, underhand, here, underhand. Down here, we're opening up and we're giving them the uphill feed. But the consistency of that, so make sure when they're taking ground balls every single day. You said this when we talked about earlier. Give me 5 or 10 situational plays. Give me 5 or 10, okay, double play, change your positioning, understanding when the ground balls hit at you or to the bag side of you, shortstop or second, we're going to start it with an underhand toss.
And Matty V, and throwing it over to you, in blending old school with new school, one of the best things I heard a couple years ago, Ron Washington gets all the charts from the sabermetric guys. He had them come down and said, you got him standing over here? How's Dansby Swanson making that throw? And they go, well, that's a long ways. Yes. So you're drawing stuff up. So he made them come down and look at it. So as we're positioning people, I love the point that you said, can I be a target?
Can I be a target?
If I got a left-handed hitter and you're playing me here, I can't get there.
Right.
So you have to be realistic with where you're putting guys positionally too, because it affects the whole play.
Yeah, and if you are in a little bit of an off spot, the communication then has to happen. Because if I look up into the bag, I'm looking to the back of the bag, looking to the back of the bag, all of a sudden I look to the back of the bag, but you're back of the bag +1, that's where I'm going to have a tendency to throw it to you, but you're moving.
Yes.
And then we've got problems. So as long as communication is rolling, you can get outside of your boundaries every now and then, but everybody on the field has to understand where you are.
Man, that's some good stuff, Matt. That's some good stuff.